United still maintain contact with Barcelona on the signing of Frenkie De Jong to Manchester United. Then Eric Ten Hag is really weighing in between Frenkie De Jong and Jude Bellingham in the summer. Obviously, we're talking about Anton Martial injury update coming in from the gaffer himself, Eric Ten Hag. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the red button, then hand over to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit the notification bell to enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today is a Monday. You know, yesterday was a very good day. It was a Sunday. We went ahead to win against a side which goes by the names of Everton, and that win was really well deserved for Manchester United, and really worked hard for it to get it. But right now we are really having a story that is all about the transfer and the Anton Martial injury update, and obviously let's get into this transfer news. Now, we've been told by Miguel Delaney. Miguel Delaney is a chief football writer at The Independent. He has told us that Manchester United have maintained contact with Barcelona over resurrecting the Frenkie De Jong deal in future, but may have to make a decision over pursuing the Dutch midfielder or Jude Bellingham. You see, in an era where news is really scarce about transfers, you'll see many stories being cooked out and really brought in the news, and comparisons are really going to be made. Stories have been really loitering around that United is really a huge admirer of Jude Bellingham. They would love to see him in the midfield of Manchester United. But you can't really put Jude Bellingham and Frenkie De Jong in the same statement, because Eric Ten Hag is already obsessed with Frenkie De Jong. And if at all you put Frenkie De Jong on a weighing scale with any other midfielder in the world that is really better in his caliber, obviously the manager will say that I only want a player who goes by the names of Frenkie De Jong. A decision has already been made by Eric Ten Hag on a man who goes by the name of Frenkie De Jong. He's the one he wants in his midfield area because he knows that he'll offer him a lot. He can play as a CDM, he can play as a box-to-box midfielder, he can play as a defender, he can occupy most of the positions that Eric Ten Hag believes he might be really be missing into his team. So let's not really spread news like Miguel Delaney that obviously they are really doing great. No way. United can't scout. They scouted Jude Bellingham for the last 12 years, we know that. But right now, as things stand, it's a different case altogether. If there is a chance for United to go in for Frenkie De Jong, obviously Ten Hag will give a go to a man who goes by the names of Frenkie De Jong to come in at Manchester United. And pursuing Jude Bellingham is something that I see is very hard, because how many times has United won a race when they are competing with teams like Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea? You get, how many times have we won such a race? I do believe they are rare times, and that used to happen way back when you had Sir Alex Ferguson. But without Sir Alex Ferguson, we can't really stretch to those levels. Then we've been told again by Miguel Delaney on the same story that while Eric Ten Hag still sees De Jong as an ideal midfielder for his system, the virtually irreplaceable Bellingham would essentially secure the position for the next decade and is viewed as a potential generation talent. Him being a potential generation talent, no one has a doubt about it. I believe Jude Bellingham can be a perfect fit into that midfield area of Manchester United, because we are really overusing a player who is 30 years of age. That is Ericsson, and I believe Jude Bellingham coming into that team of United, obviously Ericsson will be pulled further the pitch, and Casemiro and Jude Bellingham will be playing a double midfield pivot of Manchester United, because Jude Bellingham is a very good connector. You get? I don't underestimate the talent of Jude Bellingham. Will be revelation into the team of Manchester United, but the fact is Ten Hag wants Frenkie De Jong, and if at all there is a chance to sign Frenkie De Jong, he's going to go on and really bring him at Manchester United. Though we've had stories that Frenkie De Jong is seen as a replacement for a man who goes by the names of Busquets, remember Sergio Busquets is leaving Barcelona in the summer and is going to America, meaning that they need a CDM. But obviously, Barcelona believe that Frenkie De Jong is not a CDM. That's why in most of the games he's not played as a CDM. He's played next to this guy, Sergio Busquets. So Barcelona are really chasing for signature of a man who goes by Ruben Neves. They see him as the realistic replacement of Sergio Busquets in that CDM area, and that's what Xavi is really working on. And I believe that next season, Barcelona are going to go much into signing Ruben Neves and Bernardo Silva. When they bring in those two, obviously, the leaving of Frenkie De Jong will be really exact, and Xavi will tell him, please, unless you're going to be a bench player, but obviously, I'm going to go in and really play Ruben Neves in that central defensive midfield area, plus Bernardo Silva and maybe Gavi or Pedri. So it looks like, according to the plan, there is a chance for Frenkie De Jong to come to Manchester United, and obviously we expect Barcelona to sign in 2 or 3 more strong midfielders to come in and really play into that position, because it looks like Xavi is not an admirer of Frenkie De Jong. That's it. He wants him out. He wants him out, and he really wants to go on and really build his own team and really bring in Ruben Neves to come in and really play. And lastly, about this story, Man United came out and really told us that they don't have a lot of money to spend this summer. Sorry, next summer. And in January, they're not going to spend too. So, next summer, if you are to sign Jude Bellingham, he'll go for like £80 million. If he goes for £80 million, do you think United can splash £80 million on a single player next summer? Because even before we spent all this money this summer, we were warned by the CEO of Manchester United, Richard Arnold, that please, we are not going to spend a lot next summer because it's really going to be worse as far as the financial stands of United are really standing and how they are really looking. So it shows you that it's already gotten ugly. It has already gotten ugly at the side which goes by the names of Manchester United, and obviously let's wait and see what's going to happen. But I believe Jude Bellingham, he's exciting, but we don't know whether he's going to be that Erik ten Hag choice to sign. That's it. You get? But I think for this time, a lot of pressure is going to be coming in from a side which goes by the names of the board of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag. Please, we need you to sign this English player, because United is so much obsessed with English players, because the brand of United was so much built on English players. And right now, when you look at the starting 11 of Manchester United, how many English players have a starting position? Sancho, Luke Shaw, Rashford. Who else? Harry Maguire is off. So I think the board of United can really go ahead and really break the bank for that reason, that, oh, let's bring in Jude Bellingham because he's an English player and really talented, generational talent, and let us really pay that money and bring him to Erik ten Hag. And obviously, I know he can fit well into the Erik ten Hag system, but it will require United to go on and really do a lot to convince this player to come on and do the needful. And even breaking the bank is really something else to really talk about on another day, because it's not going to be easy for United to spend £80 million for a player who goes by the names of Jude Bellingham. And with the competition going to be set for this guy next summer, according to how he's performing into the Champions League and the Bundesliga, you might see that to get him or to get his signature, a team might really go on and really make a weird bid of like £100 million to get him. That's it. And I believe City might go in for him and pay out silly money to really sign him, because they know that he's really a very good player, and obviously he's a super talented player. Because you remember the other year they signed Jack Grealish at £100 million. This time they brought in Haaland at £65 million. Now, next season, they can go in and really spend £100 million on a player who goes by the names of Jude Bellingham, and obviously will be a City player. So United needs to be observant, but obviously to be in that equation of talking Jude Bellingham to Manchester United, we have to do this fast. We have to qualify for the Champions League, and we have to be playing every game like we played the first half of a team which goes by the names of Everton, such that that football is so much attractive. But the positive in all this is we really have a good coach who attracts players. Ten Hag is really an attractive coach, and his football is so much admired by very many players. And obviously, him having him having improved lots of players on his CV, every player would like to join a manager like him to go on and really improve his game. Now, let's talk Anthony Martial. Yesterday, he played 29 minutes and obviously assisted the first goal for United that Anthony really bagged into the bottom corner. And obviously, he got off. Ronaldo came in through and scored the winner, and we are so much worried about the injury. But the manager, Erik ten Hag, has told us on Anthony Martial that he was important before coming off, assisted the goal of Anthony, so we are happy with that. Obviously, he really adds a lot to what we have up front. He's the best forward that really fits the Ten Hag system, but most worrying, this guy is always injured. That's the problem. And the manager had the following to say about his injury. He said it was something different. He had a back problem. He had a problem in his back. So I was so much worried that has he pulled a hamstring again? Because in the game of a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid, the second last game of the preseason, he pulled a hamstring in Oslo after playing close to 70 minutes. He missed out the first two games of the first two games that really commenced the league. Then after that, he came on and really played 45 minutes against Liverpool. During the injury, during the training, he really suffered an Achilles injury. Then he has been out for like 3-4 games. He returned at the the Manchester Derby. He scored a brace. He played some 30 minutes against Omonia. He scored a very beautiful goal. And in this game, he played 129 minutes. So it's really worrying for us. And let's wait and see what the assessment from the physio is going to come out and really let us about Anthony Martial, because we need him. If there is a player we need to keep fit, is Anthony Martial, because every time he plays with United, obviously, we are a different team altogether. So when he really went off, we couldn't balance between the midfield and the attack, because Ronaldo is not good at really doing that hold-up play as Martial really does it, and really drifting left, right, and center, and really being a mobile center forward. So this is the man we should really see him get back. But obviously, that back injury is really not going to be, I think it's not going to keep him out for so long like this Achilles injury really did. But let's wait and see what the physios are going to come out and really tell us about Anthony Martial. If I was Anthony Martial, I would have told the manager, let me play on painkillers. Yeah, you get? Because there is a month to rest of the World Cup. But obviously, when Martial plays and is on form, he's going to go to the World Cup. So we need to keep him fit and see what is going to happen for this guy who goes by the name of Anthony Martial. But obviously, on Thursday, we are playing Omonia. You know that very well, at Old Trafford, and we can't wait to see what lineup is going to come in. Scott McTominay suspended for the game of Newcastle, meaning that in this game of Omonia, he's going to start in the midfield, and obviously, with the likes of Eriksen, will come in and really play very well. But obviously, what impacted me a lot about yesterday's game was how I saw the players of United run themselves out. You get? I saw them run and fighting for the shirt, and I believe if Atori had put up that performance at City, we would have gone and really beaten City. Guys, City can be beaten. You saw how we went off them and really scored 3 goals. Meaning that you score 3 goals against City on a very good day and you have a very good defense. You can win that game of football. Not so. I believe you can win it. So I believe if at all we keep the spirits high and obviously doing the needful that the manager really wants, we are really going to go ahead and redo the needful that really is going to see us finish in the top 4 of the Premier League. And lastly, Erik ten Hag coming out and really showing Sancho that, please, if you perform very badly, I don't guarantee you another chance. I can spend the entire 90 minutes without bringing you in the field of play. And yesterday, he did it to Malacia and Sancho. And I know they're going to start in the game of Omonia, but they are really going to come out very serious, because he sent a statement that was very clear to them: mess out in my team, then you're really going to cause loads of troubles for yourself and you're not going to start. So no player is untouchable. That's one of the advantages, the pros that we've really gotten from a man who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag. Every player knows that he can be benched. You get? If Ronaldo can be benched, Harry Maguire, the captain, can be benched, then who can be benched? So he first came on and really trimmed wings of those big egos we had in the dressing room, and obviously we are doing better. So guys, feel free to go in the comment section, Tell me what you think about United maintaining contact with Barcelona on signing Frenkie De Jong next summer. Obviously, Jude Bellingham or Frenkie De Jong. Who would you take? Tell me who would you take. And obviously, Anthony Martial injury update given to us by Eric Ten Hag. Your reactions to that are welcome in the comment section below. I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. I leave you with the Almighty God. And guys, see you in our next video. Let's have close to 200 likes on this video. I'm out.